Hello and welcome back to Sports Room. I'm Neeraj Krishnan and we've got Ruben with us. Great start for India as far as the ODI was concerned. We were able to carry the momentum from our last test win to the ODI. We won the ODI not very convincingly, but at least by 6 wickets. It was not It was not a complete team performance. It was basically Kohli again taking the charge forward. And South Africa were a good 60 runs short of good target for them to defend.
This was also India's first win in Durban in 8 ODIs, so which is a pretty big deal because it's been long since every time they come here they get thrashed by a huge margin. So this was first time after long that India won.
And also South Africa did not have De Villiers or Dale Steyn, so two of their biggest attacks in both batting and bowling both were left out. But De Villiers is supposed to come back from the 4th or 5th ODI, I guess. So he's going to be back. So we've got the next ODI on Sunday.
The 3 T20s also after that.
Yeah.
Moving on to football, we've had a very entertaining and interesting January transfer market. It's like probably the first time that people are giving so much attention to the January market because
I know it's supposed to be a subdued affair usually.
And as usual, it's dominated by the English clubs. Dominated this time as in completely dominated. Clubs like Real Madrid and PSG and all have been really silent, even though Barcelona did get the biggest catch with Coutinho's record signing. I think the biggest talking point of the transfer market was the Sanchez and Mkhitaryan swap.
Yeah.
Because that was something that is very rare to see two players just swap with no money involved. That was interesting, and also on deadline day we had a couple of interesting deals, which was the Aubameyang, Olivier Giroud and Batshuayi triangle. So Aubameyang went to Arsenal for 55 million, and Giroud went from Arsenal to Chelsea for 17 million, and Batshuayi went from Chelsea to Dortmund on a 18-month loan.
It is like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, they call it a merry-go-round. So that was there, and there was also a good signing in Lucas Moura. PSG sold Lucas Moura, a highly underused right winger, to Tottenham for 25 million. So I think that's pretty good for Tottenham now, because now they have Harry Kane up front, Heung-min Son, who's in crazy form on left, and Lucas Moura on the right, which means Christian Eriksen, Ali and Dyer get a 3-man midfield over there to operate, and this should be really interesting for
and another signing is Guardiola is supposed to be keeping an eye out for Mahrez in the coming.
What happened was Riyad Mahrez was first supposed to sign for Liverpool, then he was supposed to sign for City. Even on the deadline day, he had given in his transfer request, and all that had happened, and still City couldn't convince Leicester, which means now apparently Riyad Mahrez is on strike. He's not going for Leicester training sessions and all that, so he's probably that spoiled kid over there right now.
There's like another Costa issue.
Oh yeah, another Costa issue. Oh, by the way, Costa was also finally officially joined Atletico Madrid, and he started brilliantly for the team, so that is also good for them. And we also had City make yet another defender signing in Laporte, which was for 57 million, is yet another centre back, and City probably have the most expensive defense in the world.
Yeah, actually, this season there's been a lot of expenditure on just defense.
So which is I think a good thing. But if you look at teams like Arsenal and Liverpool, which have been getting good defenders but just not using them, I think City will finally have one of the best defenses.
Yeah, they've got a complete team now, I guess.
Yeah, complete.
14 in attack, defense, and midfield. Yeah. So that's football. The biggest news as far as sports is concerned, I think last week was in tennis where Roger Federer broke yet another record, his own record, and captured his 20th Grand Slam. Phenomenal work, especially considering the fact that Federer's record in 5 setters is really against him, and to see him come back like that, especially the way the 4th set went, you would not have expected Federer to come back and win, especially right in the 5th set, right in the beginning, he was facing break points. So to come back like that and thrash Cilic in the final set was a phenomenal.
I think the first and 5th set were exceptional, very easy for Federer, because first set he just stormed. It was a brilliant start, and then the final set he just thrashed him. Cilic almost gave up.
compared to the Federer of the older days, he was able to sort of withstand it mentally, and he was able to come back, because Federer is not somebody who you can exactly push around the court, because of his playing style, he usually sort of negates that kind of play. So even if you're playing against Nadal, the one reason why Federer always used to lose against Nadal is because he never had that mental resolve to actually go for that fifth setter. And
Cilic
sort of
had some pretty good forehand returns also. No?
Very brilliant the forehand. And then this year, because of his wider racket frame, Federer has been able to use his backhand to huge advantage. Federer has a killer backhand.
As if he doesn't have a good backhand.
No, I mean, people used to.
That's what I'm saying.
He
already has such a good backhand. No?
So yeah, and a brilliant performance by Federer. And well, if you're interested in more, at this edition of Week, we have a brilliant report by one of our chief sub-editors, Ajish Joy. He's written a brilliant piece on Federer from his earlier days till now. So that's one thing to watch out for.
We also had the women's final, which was a cracker of a match between Wozniacki and Halep. It was a marathon game, and Wozniacki finally won her first
slam. Both of them were vying for their first
and
slams.
So many long rallies.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
It was really a good match. And Bopana unfortunately lost in the mixed doubles final with Temio Babos from Hungary. So that was I think India's only shot, but then he lost in the mixed doubles final.
And coming back to Federer, so Federer is just 155 points away from Nadal, which means in the coming, Nadal and Federer are both going to be featured in the matches coming up in March. So Federer is set to play in the Dubai Open, while Nadal is going to play in the Mexican Acapulco Open. If Federer wins the Dubai Open, he is the world number one.
Besides the India-South Africa match, which is on Sunday, we also have Liverpool versus Tottenham, which is at 10 p.m. on Sunday. That's also going to be a very big game, because the top 5 race in the Premier League is now really tight. I mean, barring Manchester City, obviously. Yeah. But these Tottenham and Liverpool match should be pretty good, because Chelsea and United are on 2nd and 3rd. So if Tottenham and Liverpool, whichever wins, and if one of them slip up, then they can go to the 3rd position. So that's what we have in the Premier League.
Alright, so that's it from this edition of Sports Room. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave your comments on our comment section, or write to us at newsdesk@theweek.in. And also, just a reminder, please do get your copy of Week for that brilliant article on Federer. That's it. Until next time.